This is the Mariah Report. News, pop culture, and all things Mariah Carey.
Hey, what's up? It's the Mariah Report 2022. Hey, Dan.
Hey, Martin.
We're back.
We are back. Now, this is sort of like an emergency sort of teaser episode because Mariah's finally, emerging.
Right. It's a multi-purpose episode.
Yes.
Lots of things are going on. We have a new single that's just come out, so we have to talk about it.
Absolutely.
We sort of knew it was coming, but not officially until just recently, but here it is.
Here it is, and we are ready. We're gonna do like a live reaction. Well, not like a live reaction because we can't play the song, but Martin and I have not yet listened to it, but we're going to take a break in just a few short minutes, listen to it, and come back and tell you our immediate thoughts.
Right. And also behind the scenes, we've made a few changes. And so we've just switched servers. And when that happens, the feed gets redirected in all kinds of ways. And so we want to release an episode a little bit early just so we can make sure everything is operating correctly.
Yes, it's almost like a test run / emergency lamb meeting.
Yes.
Because, honey, we got to discuss.
Lots of things.
We have a lot of things going on.
Yeah.
And it's been a while since we've been here. All of 2022.
I know.
I didn't know that our break was going to last this long, but we were really sort of timing it around Mariah.
Yes, and I think it's perfect timing to come back now because we do have this new song, new video, and then the other things are coming as well.
Exactly. So we're going to officially be back in a few short weeks.
Yep.
So stay tuned, subscribe so you don't miss a moment or an episode. And yeah, that's it. So Martin, what have you been doing for 3 whole months?
It's been a while, right?
I know.
Well, this dawned on me because people have been asking me, and I thought this was public information. So I came out to California by myself. So I didn't realize people didn't realize that I have gotten a divorce in the meantime.
Oh, yes.
So I guess I should just say that now, clear that situation up so that people don't have to keep questioning that.
So when they see you out in the streets,
they know.
They be like, that is a free man.
Yes. But it's all good. So I'm pretty, feeling happy and free here in LA.
Yes, honey, with all this beautiful weather and the sunshine and things of that nature.
Yeah.
Yes.
What about you since we were on the air?
I mean, it's pretty much the same with me. I've just moved into, not just moved, but like at the end of last year, I moved into my new apartment by myself. So I've just spent all my time sort of just putting it together, like accumulating things because I literally had nothing. So that's where really all my time has been, other than the things that we're focusing on behind the scenes.
Well, your place is looking good because it's going to become our own little video lounge at some point, right?
Exactly. There are going to be videos of the Mariah Report shortly. Now, some of our Patreon listeners are used to our videos because we do video like behind the scenes or after shows.
Yeah, like catch-up videos.
Yeah. So you could see us when our hair is all askew and, all of that kind of stuff. But we're going to be giving that to the general public shortly, so stay tuned. But yes, I'm trying to make it comfy.
Yeah. So we're out here on our own.
Yeah,
here in LA,
living the life, no stress, no fights.
Who's not out there on their own is Sean, who does our graphics. Shout out to him because he actually eloped just a few weeks ago.
Yes, exactly. He got married in Vegas, was it?
They were in Vegas, but they went out into a desert location for the scenery.
Okay, because I saw them on the rocks.
On the rocks.
Okay.
Out in the wilderness somewhere.
Yes. Well, congratulations to him.
I know.
It looked fabulous.
So exciting. So happy for him.
Yeah.
He pulled it off. It was a full-on elopation. Nobody was there except them.
Well, don't you need like somebody to do? Did they do it in the courthouse?
They had a service that takes you out into the desert and marries you out there. And films and videos and gives you the
all
whole
of that.
Yeah,
Girl, you want a destination desert wedding?
Yes.
There you go.
Yes. It turned out pretty good.
No, I did see pictures, so it's good.
I know.
It's really cute.
So stuff's been happening.
Busy. Moving and grooving, divorcing, marrying, all of it.
Moving.
All of the above. Moving.
All the things.
Anything with an M. Can we also say at the top of this episode, though, this is random, but it's also Mariah's anniversary.
It is too.
So celebration moments there.
Yes.
So
all the
happy
festivities are happening.
327. Yes. Look at this. Life is fabulous.
Well, that's been an exciting day on Twitter. She was on the Twitter Spaces.
Oh, that's right.
Giving us information.
I know. Now, I was a little busy, so I couldn't tune in.
Well, we're going to catch up on all the Mariah news that's been going on. Once we officially come back, we're going to try and keep this episode short and just, catch up on the recent
Exactly.
things.
So we'll talk about all the things like the merchandise.
Yes.
I mean, we can sort of talk about that, but all the things that are the little things that have been happening.
Okay, but the gagginess of the Twitter space was that she said that we're getting a new roof.
Oh yes, that's right, and it's going to be lush.
The song, not a roof.
not a roof.
The roof, and it's going to be lush.
I can't wait.
What do you think that means?
Now, didn't we discuss this? Maybe it was on the after show. I can't remember at this point, but we discussed that because remember, way back on one of her earlier Twitter spaces, she was like, "Oh, I don't know if I should touch this song or do something with it. What do you guys think? Like maybe it's like too much of a fan favorite or a classic. I don't know if I should touch it."
And then we were saying, "Don't be messing with the roof.
Don't be messing with the roof."
But I want to hear what happens.
But I want to hear. I want to hear. So we have that to look forward to. We also have her coming up on the masterclass, which is going to be great.
Coming soon.
Very soon. So we're looking forward to that. And, there's, of course, the rumors of the new album.
And Butterfly Lounge, TBD.
Oh, and exactly.
Yeah.
So we got things, honey. We got things. So we are gearing up for all of that here at the Mariah Report.
Okay, but I think the gag of the whole situation is that recently we got official word within the last week or two even, that we're going to get a remix of Latto's song Big Energy officially with Mariah Carey.
Exactly. Now let's, for the listeners who might not be aware of who Latto is, can we do a little deep dive on her?
Let's refresh. There was a controversy.
Well, yes, there was a controversy, and I think it was actually me who started it.
You did bring it up.
I was very upset. Because here in LA, they play the big Latto song, Big Energy, all the time.
And it was big on TikTok.
So it's huge. And right now it's sitting on the Billboard Hot 100 at number 14.
Bubbling up, going up.
Yes, but it's more than bubbling. It's on the actual...
Going, rising.
Yes, it's rising. Yes.
Now, always when that happens with a song, once it starts getting up there is when you start banging out all the remixes.
Exactly.
To give it a boost.
That's what they do nowadays. So that's where we're at this point.
Lil Nas X.
In a little bit, we're going to take a break and we're going to listen to it and tell y'all what we think about it. But before we get into that, now this is where I discovered Latto. I heard the song Big Energy, and I was like, okay, that's a total homage to Mariah.
Right, because it came on our radar because of the Genius of Love sample. There's some like fantasy-esque lyrics in there.
Exactly.
Doesn't really sound like fantasy, but it does because of Genius of Love.
Exactly. And, here's the thing. I, in the past few days, started listening to it very closely. And if you listen to it in your headphones, I got the Apple things. I listen to it in the headphones, and I swear, maybe it's just my mind that has been trained to think everything is Mariah related, but if you listen closely, some of the background vocals on Latto sound just like Mariah's background vocals on Fantasy or Latto's on Big Energy. Very similar. I was like, girl, that's very Mariah right there. Very Mariah.
Yes. I mean, yeah, it's a Mariah song.
But I want to play a little clip of one of the first times that I heard Latto talk about
tripping.
Mariah.
Like, this beat crazy. And they like, yeah, like, that's Tom Tom Club. I'm like, oh no, baby, you gonna have to play that. I don't know what you're talking about. So I had them play Tom Tom Club. And my engineer, he like, no disrespect. My engineer, he like, girl, this was at all my cookouts. Da, 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 da. I'm like, well, y'all gonna have to play it for me because I don't know. So I thought it was dope to like reintroduce, even though Mariah reintroduced it to her generation. I think it's dope to like reintroduce it because I didn't hear that song growing up in my household. So I was like, dang, it's a whole generation of people that probably aren't familiar with it. You know what I'm saying? Just being honest. They probably gonna drag me for that, but baby, I'm 100.
Okay, so that was Latto speaking to Nessa. You know, she interviews Mariah a lot. I think she just was confused.
I think she is confused because she goes on in this interview to say how she grew up listening to Mariah.
Yeah.
And all. So if you're listening to Mariah, then you know this song. It was huge. And then she this past Halloween, she dressed up as Mariah rainbow cover and did like a photo shoot. And she was like, oh, I love Mariah. People told me all the time that I looked like Mariah growing up. So I always had this connection. I was like, girl, how you have this connection, but you don't know Fantasy? Make it make sense.
Okay, I'm trying to give her the benefit of the doubt. Mariah's catalog is big.
True. It is.
Maybe she just knows certain things and not Fantasy, or didn't realize it was Mariah's Fantasy, or just maybe she never put it together in her mind.
That's just weird to me, but that's because I'm a lamb. So I just don't see how it could happen.
That's what I think. I think our brains are trained differently. I don't think she was listening that closely. She just likes Mariah.
Probably. So we are, allowing her the benefit of the doubt here, and we're going right on because if Mariah approves, then we approve.
The song is a bop.
Listen, I was bopping to it, like I said, but then I also realized it's like I thought she was saying big, big energy. She is not saying big, big energy.
What's she saying?
She's saying big D energy.
Yeah, that's what it is.
I didn't know that.
What do you think it was?
I thought it was big, big energy.
No.
It's big energy.
That's why I'm loving this whole situation with Mariah in it, because it's my Mariah back, the one who's singing about honey and boys.
Yes, it is.
Wearing short
it
skirts.
is. I'm like, oh my God, she's talking nasty in this song.
Yeah. So I like this. I'm into it.
No, the beat on here, the sample is really nice. It's fresh. It's good. So listen, it's an addictive song.
Well, also out in the streets, they're playing bootleg mashups anyway.
Yes.
So it makes sense Mariah jump on and make an official and give correct vocals.
Yes, and they have been playing these mashups and they're good.
Yeah.
They are really good.
Super good.
All right, before we go into listen to the remix, I just want to talk about the cover art of the remix.
Legs are emancipated.
Girl, all pink.
No gowns.
Love it.
Love.
Love
Good
it.
hair.
Good hair.
Volume.
Beautiful.
Good color.
Snatched.
Everything.
Gorgeous.
Yes.
I mean,
A
I
10.
will say as a lamb, it instantly gave me like, vibes from the Nicki Minaj moment. Cause like when they were like sort of like in that, but like this is like a million times better.
Okay. No, I didn't get those vibes. But what I did get was, she looks like the cartoon. Mariah.
You know what? She really does.
Right?
Oh my God, yes. Okay, now the cartoon makes a little sense.
Yeah.
20 years later.
300 times later.
So I think it looks good. And we're about to get into this song. So we're going to take a quick break and we will be right back.
Okay, interesting. High notes.
Interesting high notes, lovely layers.
Yeah.
Background layers, love it.
I wanted a new verse,
I know.
but I'm complaining already. But it's good. I'm into it.
Listen, I'll be listening to that on repeat.
All summer long.
All summer.
That was good.
And winter probably.
Good.
For the rest of the year. I love it.
It's in the playlist.
It's great.
It's a jam.
I love every little nuance of Mariah in the background.
Yes.
That adds a whole nother sort of like lightness and festiveness to it. Very summer jam.
Very summer jam.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I think it's going to be a big smash hit because I was out the other day in West Hollywood here in California, in LA, meeting a friend for a drink. And as I'm walking through the streets, all the bars are open, everyone's spilled out into the streets. I'm hearing the Genius of Love beat up and down the block.
Yeah.
So everyone's already ready for it. So the official remix is going to be a huge smash hit.
Well, now people won't have to play those bootleg mashups.
Right.
Now they have this.
Uh-huh.
The vocals are great.
Super good.
High notes are beautiful.
Yeah.
I'm down.
I need to process it more.
I need to listen to it like 10 more times.
We'll get back to
Which
you
we will.
in a few weeks. Yeah.
But I'm a big fan. It's a cute little video. It's like not a lyric video, but it's an animated video on YouTube.
Like a long GIF.
A long GIF. Look at that. I didn't even know they made those, but here we are.
But do you think that's the official video or just a long GIF?
I think
in
it's
the
just a
meantime?
long GIF. However, I would imagine that there might be a video for this.
There must be.
Do you think they just did this for like a photo shoot? Or why not do a video?
I think the video is coming.
The video's probably coming.
Because you got to release multiple things now.
Exactly. And here's the thing, Mariah always with her record label, they're never putting in the money.
Mm-hmm.
Latto's people are putting in the money.
They got the money.
They got the money.
Uh-huh.
Okay. So they are behind this and they want this to sell. So they are going to push this so much. So we have big, big energy here.
Big.
We are going in with big energy.
Yeah.
So we got big things to look forward to from this song. I think it's going to be huge.
Huge. Piggybacking off what Latto said, like she is bringing the Genius of Love beat to another generation. The kids don't know about fantasy.
I mean, it's very true.
So this is a great revival for that.
It's very true. And, it's a good beat.
Also, Mariah's Fantasy has been coming back up the R&B charts. It's getting plays again. People are back into it.
Yes, it's doing really well on the R&B digital sales. It's like top 20 for many weeks. Because we are in a big, big fantasy here, okay? Because we got Fantasy was in the Free Guy movie.
It was.
She just released Fantasy merchandise.
She's talking about Fantasy in the masterclass.
Yep, we got that. And now we got this remix.
Yep. It's a fantasy summer.
Oh, it is a fantasy summer. I was actually just listening to the Fantasy MC30 EP with all the remixes.
Same, yeah.
Girl, there's like 12 of them.
The club mix.
All the club mixes, all the hip hop remixes, the live from Madison Square Garden.
Well, in the clubs, the DJs like to play not just they're going to play Big Energy, but they will always play Fantasy.
Exactly.
Separately.
Now they don't have to. They could just do it all in one here.
Yeah, but they like to get the crowd excited, so maybe they'll play Fantasy first to get them pumped.
Yes, however they want to do it.
Whatever order. But I think we're going to get more Fantasy action as a result.
I think so too. So I think this is good all the way around.
Yes.
I'm a big fan. It's bop.
I think I want a club mix now of that.
I mean, I want those new background vocals from Mariah. They're so smooth, so good. That's what I got to listen to next time I listen.
Okay, I think a big talk of the town, Lambtown, I guess, was Mariah being a feature on her song. That's unusual for Mariah to do.
Right.
I'm not minding it, but also have you noticed it's branded Mariah X or Latto X Mariah?
Yes, so it is sort of a collaboration.
Featuring DJ Khaled.
Exactly. Because he's at the end here, hootin' hollering.
Top and bottom of it.
Oh, he was in the beginning too?
Did you know?
I know. I
Did your
missed all
brain
of
block that out?
Yes, I blocked all of it out. Because I was like, where's Mariah? Where's Mariah? And Latto's been on Twitter sort of really hyping this up a lot.
She's excited.
Which has been great.
Yeah.
And she's getting a lot of feedback and people are really excited over this. So I'm glad that the general public is down.
We're down. We're going with it.
Oh, we're totally going with it.
We've moved on from the incident.
Oh, this is going to be number one on my rotation.
Yeah.
For a minute until Mariah releases new stuff. This is great.
Really good.
I was sort of hoping, like you were saying, for a totally new verse from Mariah. Because she could have wrote some lyrics.
Some big energy lyrics.
Some big energy lyrics. She could have. But she did not.
Yeah.
But that's okay because it's all new vocals. I'm always good here for new vocals.
Yeah, I'm just loving that this whole situation. We've moved away from Mariah in a gown singing. I like this. We're back in the streets.
Yeah.
In the club.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Because Mariah can do anything.
Yeah.
She could, you know what they call when you just stand there and you just sing at the microphone? Or at least in the drag world, like when you lip sync and you just stand there, like when you lip sync a ballad, they call it a park and bark.
Oh.
So Mariah be parking
and barking. Yes, she has.
But I like when she gives some good energy, a little bop where you could
yes,
shimmy and shake.
Right.
We love that.
We love big hair, short skirts.
Always and forever.
Yeah.
Always and forever. So I'm happy about this. I can't wait to see where it goes.
Same. Do you think it'll be number one?
I think the possibility is there.
Potential, right?
Yes. Now, we might have to, do a call out for all the chart statistic lambs.
It's going to be a group effort.
To see, but it's very mathematical when it comes to the charts.
Yeah.
So we need to, and then when you have the original version as opposed to the remix version, I don't actually know how those count differently. But I think in order for Mariah's version to go above the regular version, and be counted, it has to stream more.
It's doable.
So it's doable, especially with the Lamely attached.
Yes,
for sure.
But also the song, Latto's song has been hijacked by those remixes.
Right.
That's what the people want.
It's true.
So it could happen.
Because it's over there on the YouTube getting streams and streams.
Yeah. And in the club.
Yeah, and in the club. So this could be it. I think we have the mathematical equation to get to number one.
We have the ingredients.
Yes, exactly. So now we just have to make sure all the numbers are hit.
Yes.
In terms of digital sales, streams, views on the YouTubes, all of that. So I think we can do it.
We can.
Now, but it's interesting that this is coming out in the middle of a chart week, because normally things will come out on a Friday. So they already missed 2 days. So that's interesting. I wonder why that timing was there. But again, these people probably know more than we do.
Well, no, because Latto's album came out this week on Friday.
Correct.
It was her. This is her moment.
Correct.
So I wonder if this is just to boost her album sales, pretty much.
Well, for sure. But why would you do it 2 days later?
That's a good question. Maybe it does. Maybe who cares these days?
I guess
if you're going to stream it, it's going to be now.
Yeah, I guess. I mean, if anything, I guess maybe it's just like a beginning of the week boost.
It makes more sense. Actually, now that we're talking out loud, okay, so Latto's having her big boost of energy on Friday. Why wait a week for it to die down and then release it? Release it while the energy's hot. Catch the heat on Monday.
Yeah,
today.
maybe.
What's today? I don't even know what day it is.
Sunday. But it's technically Monday.
Yes.
Where the song was released.
Right. So after midnight.
Yeah.
Okay, that makes sense.
I guess it makes sense because
I'm down.
I mean, here's the thing. Either way, the people who know the numbers, who are doing the crunching and the things, they know. And again, if you're going to release something after the start of the week, you probably have confidence that 2 days of missing that chart week is not going to have a huge impact, because maybe this doesn't just, this Mariah remix doesn't just shoot up to the top 10 or top 5. Maybe it takes a week or two or even a month for it to really catch on. It's like that slow grower, maybe. Even like the song,
it's
Big
been
Energy.
out for ages.
It's been out for months.
Since last year.
But now it's getting its moment. So maybe it's also, that's the attack they're going to take with the remix. Sort of breathe new life into the song with this remix and sort of like nudge it up the chart.
Listen, the label makes these decisions.
They sure do. And the label must know more than I.
Yeah.
So that's what we have.
Latto's album was kind of good. There was some good songs on there. I bopped out to.
Okay. Well, I'm growing on it. I listened to it. Well, I skimmed through it.
Okay.
It's all right. It's all right.
Big Energy is the main song.
For sure. I mean, it's an instant hit.
Yeah. I think Like a Thug was good. And then I think I liked Sleep Sleep.
Okay.
Those are my favorites.
I'll circle back on that and give you my favorites.
Yes, we'll circle back around as per my review.
Exactly. But I mean, that pretty much will wrap up this episode. But like I say, lambs, we got more coming. This remix is gonna really, it's gonna do some stuff.
It is.
I mean, honestly, it's already getting the people talking about Mariah in the streets, and that's what we really want.
Right.
So,
well, I just told you, I was out in the gay neighborhood the other night. I was down on Melrose in the straight area, and I'm hearing the song over there too.
Let me tell you, I've said this a million times. They love Mariah in LA.
All over the place.
You will hear her everywhere.
Right.
Everywhere. And then with this song and the resurgence of the Genius of Love sample, it's even more.
Right.
So
it's going to be big.
Girl, it's going to be big.
Big energy.
Big energy. Huge. Huge.
It's going to be a fun summer.
It definitely is. And Mariah has plenty in store for us. We'll see. We will keep reporting on it, guys. But here we are. We're back. In just a few short weeks, we'll be back with like the full energy.
Yes. And if you're new here, don't forget to subscribe on your favorite podcast app so you get alerted for our official comeback, I guess. Leave a review on Apple Podcasts.
We love those.
Hit the 5 stars on your app as well.
Yes.
That helps everything. That helps.
And tell your friends about it too.
Please.
Because maybe they want to know a little bit about Mariah and Latto.
Exactly.
And be like, this is right here. Listen to these boys will tell you what's up.
Right. And also just a reminder, we are in transitional moments. So if you don't see this episode on your favorite app, we're working on it. It's coming through soon.
Exactly.
Don't panic.
Stay tuned, lambs.
Okay.
Thank you for listening.
Bye.
Bye.
The Mariah Report is produced and edited by Dan Enriquez and Martin Burgess. Hosted by Dan Enriquez and Martin Burgess. Graphics created by Sean Marks. Theme music created by Ereezy Beatz. Thank you to the listeners who support this show on Patreon. If you'd like to show your support or for more information, visit the show notes in your podcast app.